back once again with another live stream. I don't know, man. It's my day off. I feel like getting into some problems. You know what I mean? I feel like doing something. New York is big, and so I don't know. I want to do something, guys. I want to do something. So I'm gonna cook right now. Look at this really good piece of steak, man. We're gonna do some cooking, and we're gonna live our lives, man. We're gonna live our lives. For some reason, I feel like I haven't had Chinese food in a while. Of course, for obvious reasons. The monosodium glutamate, I don't think that stuff is just so. American Chinese food is just really bad for you, man. What's going on, Supreme Being, man? Welcome to the live stream. That stuff is just bad for you. Dead serious. So, yeah, I'm trying to find like some Michelin star Chinese food restaurant, man, with good fried rice where they use like fresh ingredients. So I'm gonna do that for tonight. Summer del Piso has a little bit of money to spend. I'm not gonna lie. We made chicken yesterday. We made chicken. I'm dead serious. Anderson, what's going on? How are you? We made chicken yesterday. We had an event with at the Georgian restaurant. It's some Georgian troupe, some dance troupe. They all look high maintenance in there. Let's just call it what it is. They all look high maintenance. I'm pretty good. I went to sleep at first of all, I got home at 4 a.m. today. And, due to a reservoir of highly charged sexual energy, I was able to wake up 5 hours later and do a leg day. So I just came back from that. But anyway, yeah, the woman in there looked high maintenance. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone just looked. There was some woman. She had the Hermes Birkin bag, and she was just made up, makeup, everything. I'm like, yeah, she looks like she's just not satisfied, and she wouldn't be satisfied very easily. So, but anyway, that's not my saying. Who cares? Summer doesn't care about that. But I just, it's just an interesting observation. But anyway, yeah, they came around. We had to walk around and give them food and all that kind of stuff. Met these guys from Chechnya and what's the other one? Kazakhstan yesterday. It's like these young men, and you could tell with these young guys, I mean, if you've had experience, they talk very big games, but it seems like they wouldn't, they're very stingy with their money or they're very clever. But these guys actually tipped 30%, which was kind of nuts. So it's like they actually, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I guess you don't really know the world. But then again, when you enter the realm of semen retention experiences, especially when you're doing it the correct way, it's sort of, you get all these weird little results. Everything empirical data based. People tend to react like this when you do this. It doesn't apply. He said, chill. Yeah, you must be new here. What's going on? What, did you just get back from holiday? Yes, I did. Almost 2 weeks ago now. We are back, and I gotta get new pots. I'm thinking about spending $650 for these really high grade pots and pans. Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, guys, what's going on? As you guys are coming in, leave some likes. We got a couple people on stream. Leave some likes, man. Leave some likes. You know what I mean? Leave some goddamn likes. Who is this? The cool kid Chris. You sound zesty. You know what it is? I think that's a projection, by the way. I think that me sounding zesty is just an individual that's speaking a certain way with an inflection and using lexicon that you're not used to hearing from a certain archetype, and which is cool. It doesn't show that I'm zesty per se. It just shows that there's a lot of evolution that you have to make, and I will guide you there. I will guide you there, but it's not going to help going around the internet just saying this kind of stuff, because it just shows a lack of understanding on your end. He said this dude's a ladies' man. Listen. Good to be back. You just said you entered the realm that made me. It is good to be back. I'm very glad because this is the money year for sure. 2026 is the money year, more money year. And we got to go to the trips that I have planned. First of all, the next trip, Anderson, we're doing Japan in April. I got to talk to my my Rasclad sister. I have to talk to my Rasclad sister to plan it. But for right now, we're just trying to do the 2 weeks from April. So we're gonna come back to the United States on the 21st or the 22nd. We're trying to do Tokyo, Osaka. Sombra's trying to do Okinawa. All that kind of stuff. Sombra, we ready to go. Let's just call it what it is. We're ready to go. Dajin, what's up? What's up? Japan, and I'm trying to also, this for sure, Sombra del Piso's birthday month, we are really trying to do Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Kyrgyzstan. We need to get lost in that desolate land. I'm dead serious. We need to get lost in that desolate land. This is how I'm feeling. Sombra del Piso's feeling that way. All right, Eternal's in the building. The Eternal the racist. Yo, Dajin. Yo, Eternal. So we were in Zurich Airport. I did a live stream over there, right? I did a live stream in Zurich Airport. This dude said, we're all talking about India. This dude, Eternal, is like, mate, I'd rather shit in my hands before I go to India. The dude said, he said he'll rather consume defecation before he goes to New Delhi. Yo, yo, Dodging dead serious. I could not stop laughing, man. I'm telling you, Eternal is a riot, man. I'm telling you, I can't believe this dude. Then they try to call him racist. Oh, the colonizer is racist. He's from England, da-da-da. But in reality, yo, it's just, in India is just not the most hygienic spot. Come on, man. Bro, I'm confused. Did you get back from holiday? No, 2 weeks ago. No, last night I'm saying I was working last night. I was working in the Georgian restaurant, and we had an event. We had some Georgian ballet dance troupe that we hosted in the restaurant. Hey, Lino, what's going on? He said, damn that hairline, fall backwards and you'll still hit your forehead. That's clever. That's very, very clever. But who cares? Because I surely don't, clearly. Yeah. He said, I got your back, bro. Oh, how was the event? The event was really good. Mod me, Sombra, if you want to. Oh, let's go. So, Anderson, yeah, you'll become a mod. Sure, why not? Yeah. There you go. You could be a mod. Anderson could be a mod because he's been around for a minute. He said, give me a reason to live. Life is great. There's a lot of we have no idea what the future is in what's in store in the future. People are beautiful. They're a little strange. But it's okay. You know what I mean? And you could really guide the trajectory of your life. You can do whatever it is that you want. So, and trust me, you know, I like you. I don't know who you are, but I like you. So, please don't end yourself. A lot of us are ending ourselves for no reason. Mate, did you not see the clip? The clip? What clip? Sorry, you were saying the event. It went very well. We made, first of all, the thing is that they didn't, what is it? They didn't pay. What are you cooking today? I'm doing steak and eggs and, I don't know, later today. I want to go, Chinese food is really bad for you, like American Chinese food. So I'm trying to go on Google Maps to see if there's like some really good Chinese restaurant that I'm gonna go. He said he's gone viral. Really? What? Are you serious? Wait, what are you talking about? Oops. So if you're for real about going to Japan in April, that's please. I'm trying to plan. No, I'm going to Japan. It's April's gonna happen. Someone uploaded what I said to Instagram. Eternal's a racist. No way. But no, Dajin, I'm really going. My sister's birthday is on April 7th, and we're trying to plan the trip together. We were speaking about it in Bulgaria. A little. But for sure, I'm trying to do Kazakhstan this year. We need to go over there. We need to check that out. It ain't racist to not want to go to a country. Liar! I'm trying to set my Japan trip for October, November. Oh, okay. Oh, Dodger, we're going to talk about that, by the way. There's a lot of videos talking about the oversaturation of Indians in Thailand now. That's FYI. It's crazy. What else was I going to say? Yeah, no, Eternal, you know I'm being silly. You know I'm being silly, man. Clearly you're not racist. You just don't want to go to that country. It's just not hygienic. How did you manage to hit a leg session right after you are a different breed? You have a different engine to us. It helps. It helps having an abundance of energy. Let's say that. Seriously. I just came back from the gym. I did like squats. I did Bulgarian split squats. I did leg press. I did quad extensions, back glute extensions. I was gonna do cardio as well, but the Stairmasters were taken up. He said one guy when I had just gotten to the airport needed help, but instead of going to the information desk, he whistled at this Thai lady. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, these people are crazy disrespectful over there. I feel good, Anderson. My man thought he could do it like he does in India. Yo, I'm telling you. So there's a lot of videos online of people speaking on the oversaturation of Indians in Thailand. Not only that, but how disrespectful they are. I don't even know why I brought this out. I didn't even use it. And of course, you know, they're going over there to pay for play primarily. They're going over there to pay for play. And a whole bunch of them are just all trying to put in money to sleep with one girl. It's crazy. You have to look on the YouTube videos. I'm telling you, what I've been hearing about the India situation is kind of crazy. Ain't nobody spending money to go there. That's what, India or Thailand? 'Cause I'll do Thailand. There's a lot of pay for play in Thailand. That's the issue. Look at Anderson putting in the work as a new mod. Let me like this live. Yeah, Anderson has always been around. He's been around for like a year. So, yeah, sure. Of course he could be a mod. I mostly saw European old men over there. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing. Because the rules are just different over there. Dajin, did you also hear about that the passport bro that's that's in jail right now in Brazil as he's being investigated for sleeping with minors? Most of the younger Europeans had girls they were with from their country. Yeah, it'd be like that. Any of these places that are mad unhygienic. For sure. Thailand is not bad. I think this is what I heard. Thailand is not bad. And Dajin went, so clearly it can't be too horrible. Yeah, no, Lena, so check this out. So there's a guy. First of all, I've been following these guys for a minute. Because I'm just interested in what these guys talk about. Of course, I get entertained by it because mostly these guys, it went in waves. First, they were like, American women suck. Let's go overseas and find a better woman. And then they're like paying for play over there and hiding it. But then they got exposed for doing that because people figured it out by the same people that are also doing that paying for play. Then they started promoting it outright. Listen, you got to pay for women anyway when you date them. So why not pay up front and get what you want? And it's like, of course, very immature, basist, sacral chakra type of thinking, right? So, but it's entertaining for the most part. He said it's called Raise. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Man. So then he kept going. There was this one guy. He kept going on and on and on, and then he said, one day, like 2 days before the new year, he got caught with doing child trafficking and sleeping with kids. It's crazy, and that took that whole passport bro movement by storm because no one believed it because he didn't exhibit these types of behaviors. It's crazy. You might find rats every once in a while with trash, but they mostly get cleaned up, minus the rats, right? Nasty word. I'm telling you. I don't know. We're down bad in the United States. A lot of us are just not doing that personal work. You know, that's the problem. A lot of us are not doing that self-reflective work, and we're getting in trouble. So that's the issue. But hey, that ain't my problem. Yeah. So yeah, right now he's in jail in Brazil. He's being investigated and everything. Can you explain the ICE thing to me? Seeing it a lot. I have no idea what it is. It's basically like a paramilitary. It's not a paramilitary force, but it's like this group of hired mercenaries essentially that are deployed everywhere in America. They go to like businesses and then they basically try to take or capture people that they deem are illegal immigrants. So yeah, it's one of those. What's going on, Doctor? He said we need that in the UK. Yes, you do. Yeah, the Brazil story was crazy. My only problem is about this is that they're not going after the dudes that have been doing it for a hot minute now. Exactly, but that's you know what it is. You already know what it is. It's a big thing, but to be honest, a lot of these guys were pushing filth anyway. These guys are just talking about taking advantage of women overseas instead of like. They don't talk about doing self-reflective work or trying to be a better person to attract women. It's like there's inherently a problem with Western women, and so you got to go over there and try to exploit women unhealed. You know, it's like that stuff. I do agree. Listen, American women, they're not it for sure. They're overweight. They got a lot of issues. That's not it. I agree with that for sure. But finding the solution overseas primarily, I don't know. I feel like there's like a whole blanket of change, of westernization that's happening all over. Yeah, of course. P4P is not going anywhere. But so that's just not the thing to partake in. That stuff poisons you, man. That stuff poisons you. I'd rather not do that. No. I am good. So anyway, that's what's going on. News in Somer de Piso's life. Also, where's the knife? What's wrong with the current pants? They're bad. They're horrible. They leave all this residue on them. I'd rather not. I'm trying to get new pants. I'm definitely gonna invest in new pants because it's crazy. You look familiar. Well, hello to you too. Good afternoon. Little weirdo. Also, but there was a short I watched regarding what country has the most arrogant men, and you won't believe which one got the most. Albania. Okay, now listen. I was already saying this. There's a lot of delusion in Eastern Europe. First of all, second of all, there's I told these guys this, and I showed them this reel where there's this Albanian guy. It's this young man. He's probably in his 20s or something, early 20s, and he just made a comment on the reel says, "Oh, the Albanian language is the best sounding language in the Balkans. All the Slavs sound the same." And I was reading through the comments. Of course, you're gonna see like some incendiary stuff. Serbians protecting themselves, Macedonians protecting themselves, Bulgarians protecting themselves, and then some guy came out of nowhere and said Albania first of all has the lowest IQ in Europe. And I'm like, okay, social media, these guys are saying whatever the hell it is that they want. I don't believe it. By the way, look it up. Albania and North Macedonia are the two countries that have the lowest average IQ in all of Europe. It's crazy. They're not really thinking over there. When you go to the country, listen, I like Albania. I do. I think the country is very, very beautiful. But first of all, I think Serbia, I hate to always compare, but Serbia is a far more intellectual society than that of Albania. These guys are always reading in Serbia. They're always trying to figure stuff out. They're very passionate about knowledge. In Albania, they're more like gold watch, chains, big G-Wagons, Mercedes. They seek to become better just to consume. That's the problem with Albanians. Like they're not creative by any sense. They're big consumers and they're big flaunters of wealth. Serbians are not like that. They're like they're trying to get information. They're trying to learn. They're very passionate about information. That's what's going on in Serbia. These guys are always like when I was in Niš, I passed by an institution of molecular study, just casually in the middle of restaurants. It's this huge building, looked very beautiful, had the flag of Serbia right underneath the right over the message, like the title of the building. And this is what it is. This is what's going on in Serbia. They're very passionate about knowledge over there. You can tell. There's a few Albanians that are, but they most of them lead with things. They're very materialistic in Albania. They're consumers, and that's a lot. You can say that for a lot of Eastern Europe. These guys are big consumers. They're interested in consuming. They're not interested in creation. That's the problem. So, yeah. It's crazy that you say that about Serbia so much because my Lithuanian friend disagrees with it. Let me read the rest of that message. He says they're one of the biggest infringement on human rights. Okay, yes, okay, in the past, right. Yes, because Serbia in like the 90s was committing a crazy, I can't say it on YouTube, but they were basically trying to destroy a whole group of people, ethnic cleansing, right? And that's why NATO jumped in and bombed Kosovo, which was, by the way, part of Serbia. That was part of Serbia's territory. And then once that happened, these guys, and of course, during that time, I think there was some Albanians that occupied Kosovo. But after the bombing, like that was it. It just became mostly Albanians because the Albanians just moved in. And so, yes, that you're right. You are absolutely correct. That's what, they did do like this whole infringement on human rights, but they're very, I don't know if they've changed now. I don't know. I don't know. But the government in Serbia is not the best. He said, what was the highlight of Bulgaria? Skiing. It was fire. The food, driving around. I like Plovdiv. The Plovdiv city was really nice. Yeah. Plovdiv was really nice. I recommend Plovdiv. I recommend Sofia. I met this Ukrainian girl in what do you call it? In Sofia. She was really nice. She lives in Warsaw with her boyfriend, and I think she moves back and forth between Warsaw and what do you call it? Sofia. She skis a lot. She's really cool. I can the steak with rosemary and garlic. No, I just have like salt and pepper. Sombra is very simple. Warsaw, Poland. Yeah. But this is what's going on. Listen, yes, Serbia did some crazy stuff in the past, for sure. But they are a very intellectual society. That's not, and I have a video coming out talking about Serbia, especially in regards to what I experienced this trip. Serbia is amazing. That place is something else. But yeah, they're very intellectual. These guys are very intellectual over in Serbia. I appreciate that country a lot and the people they're in. That country is very beautiful too. Like there's a lot of nice environmental phenomena in Serbia. That country is very beautiful. I realized too that I really have been around that country. Like I've driven around a lot of that country. He said at the third person, Sombra is very simple. Rather than I am very simple. I am. But remember, Sombra is like, my alter ego. But look at this, guys. Sombra the piece of it, medium rare. Did we do it or did we do it? So that's my point of view on that blasted country. Albania is a beautiful land too, but except there's not the most intellectuals in Albania. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. Thanks. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna put this outside first. So, yeah, Albania is cool. Like I said, Albania is great. Mm-hmm. Yes, Dodgen. They have the same sentiments. Like they reject off the bat. And I mean, listen, I wasn't going up and speaking to women like that. I really, not even. I really wasn't doing that. But they walk around with like this, especially in the gym. I remember in Bulgaria when I went to that gym. As always, the men were very, like the men are a little closed too, but the men were mostly open. They would speak. Women were just very strange. Like they're just like here in the United States. You know, I'm like, listen, there's no need to be like that. Like, come on. Listen, why are you guys acting like that? And there's this Americanization that's going on to a lot of those guys, a lot of the women overseas. I think it's because of social media. I really think we're cooked. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I really think we're cooked, but it's okay because I think it just makes it easier for men that have quality, that are of quality, to find quality. See you, Lino. 87, what's going on? As in stuck up, yeah. Especially like yesterday when I was in the restaurant. When we had that event. Those women in there, they looked so high maintenance. They seemed so high maintenance. Interested in pictures, interested in just taking all these pictures, looking good for Instagram. A lot of them were like in their 40s doing this type of stuff. Unmarried. And I'm like, yo, Georgia is one of the most traditional societies. Why are they acting like this? I'm telling you, we might be finished in the United States. I mean, in most of the world. I'm telling you, we might be finished. I won't lie. I mean, in like some remote places, maybe. Like when we were in Kriva Palanka, women were very open. I'm not gonna lie, but that's only because they're like in some remote village. Hey, something, you're absolutely right. That's really what it is. He said, don't forget to drop a like. Thank you so much, Anderson. Dodgen said the game has changed. I'm telling you, everything has changed. Everything has changed. I think the best thing for us to do, as what we've been doing, is to continue on Seamer Retention, read some books, try to get some independent income, and don't shrink. I'm telling you. And don't shrink. I'm telling you. Like don't settle. At the end of the day, I hate this type of rhetoric, but it is what it is. Like us men, we have such a capacity for change. Like we could annihilate our lives and become born anew, essentially, in 90 days. I'm telling you this. It's so true. We can annihilate ourselves and be reborn in 90 days with strict discipline. I'm telling you, your personality will change. Everything will change. Seamer retention, you eat well, you go to the gym, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do drugs, you have your job, you work. Oh, I'm telling you, you do this consistently for 90 days. You treat yourself, you do this consistently for 90 days, I'm telling you, you're gonna be a completely different man. And that's really what it is. And I'm gonna make a video too, because I said this already on stream. People are not really practicing semen retention like that overseas. Just understand that. Europe is too casual of a society. These guys are really not working hard. The whole culture is about working a little bit and then resting and then having wine and enjoying yourself. Yes, in the United States we work a lot, but that I feel like that puts hair on your chest. These guys in Eastern Europe are really not working like that. In Europe. And they're certainly not sexually disciplined. I had a friend, the cook from the Georgian restaurant, right? Okay, I understand. I'm gonna be here. Thank you, man. Thanks a lot. There's the cook in the Georgian restaurant. He said, "Oh, as a man, don't go to Amsterdam. These guys, they just take drugs and then they start doing stuff to each other." I'm telling, like, it's crazy in these places. They're too casual. Do a flip now. I don't know. Yes, we're not. He said, "Is this the same cook that was getting an escort?" He said, "Remembered." Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it was. They don't have a lot of work when they get out of university. It's true though. Like I said in Italy, like, let me chew this. I have to chew this. We got an aged ribeye, nice. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. So, like in Italy, these guys go to college, they come out, and then there's not a lot of work available for them. Let alone work that could provide a living wage. That's the problem. And when they do work for a corporation, for example, in Italy, 9 times out of 10, they'll never get promoted. They're going to be doing enough work for the manager, the senior manager that's been there for decades, and never get promoted and barely get raises. It's cooked in Europe. I'm telling you, it's cooked in Europe. Unless you're making like Swiss francs or, you know, American dollars, your quality of life, sure, you're gonna be, you get to rest a lot. You could drink and like sit down all day or for most of the afternoon and live your life. But you're not gonna really be making money like that, and you're certainly not gonna be having your own place. And their population is lowering. Giorgia Meloni was talking about delivering tax credits to families, families in Italy, or to people that will start families. But it's just still expensive. It's really expensive to have a family. It's straight up. It's cooked. I'm telling you, it's cooked in Italy. I've been saying this. It's cooked in Europe. And now women, I'm telling you, man. What I saw in the gym in Bulgaria. Yeah, we cooked, man. I feel like the only woman I spoke to in Bulgaria was the supervisor of the masseuses, and she was nice. She was just a nice girl. She was like in her mid-20s. The only woman in there that didn't do work, that didn't have work done on her. And then the other woman I spoke to was, remember when we were doing the live stream, you guys? I don't know who was in the live stream that night when we were getting hot chocolate. And it was the dude on the left of us that was basically trying to pay for play in Bulgaria. I'm like the waitress was very nice. She broke it down as to what generation will know how to speak Paruski. Dajin. Anyway, Dajin, let me tell you. I went to the gym twice over there. In Bulgaria. Listen. There was a gym I went to. It's like Equinox. It's called Pulse Fitness. Except it's way cheaper in Bulgaria, of course. That place is nuts. Yeah, but still Eastern European coldness. That's very true. You can get your car washed for free as a gym member. They have houses or apartments that you could rent. Also in the Pulse gym, the place that I went to has 5 floors of gym machines. It has an Olympic-sized pool. You can play sports. You can go to the sauna. You can get massages. They have all these different types of saunas. You know how much I paid to get in, Dajin? You know how much I paid to get in? You know how much a day pass is? 20 euro. 20 euro. That's nothing. That's change. That's nothing. They got a bar. They have a store. They have a bar, restaurant, smoothie shop. I'm telling you, it was nuts in there. It was nuts. I'm gonna talk about. I have a video coming out. That's where I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more. But Pulse Fitness was nuts. It was nuts in there. It's not. They have classes, kickboxing, yoga, all the different types of yoga. MMA, boxing, they got a boxing part. That gym is nuts. Pulse Fitness in Bulgaria is nuts. All 90%, and this is not exaggeration. I don't like to exaggerate at all. 90% of the women in there had plastic surgery done. I'm not kidding. They all look the same. No frame, no curves, plastic chest, clearly some stuff done with their face. The dudes, they all had the same build, a little belly. They're not even working. I was lifting the most in that gym. Let's call it what it is. I was lifting the most in that gym. It was cooked in there. There was some dude. He must have easily been like 6'8" or something. This dude was huge. We were sharing the the preacher curl machine, and I was doing a lot, because I need to build the biceps. Honestly, he couldn't do the same weight that I was doing. He only did it for like 2 sets, and then he adjusted it to the back. It was crazy in there. I don't know what they're doing in Bulgaria. I'm dead serious. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. No one was doing leg ex. I did like I said, I went there twice. I did leg day first, and then I did like some back and biceps the second day. My leg day, of course, I went in with the barbell squats. I did like 5-6 sets. And then I did Bulgarian split squats, of course, because I was in Bulgaria. And then I did like the leg press. I did dumbbell lunges. I did quad extension. I did cardio. I went in. They were not going hard over there in what do you call it, in Bulgaria. They're really not. They're playing around in Bulgaria. Okay, Paso was here. He was way bigger than me. This dude is 6'8". First of all, Supremely, welcome back. Number 2, he was way bigger than me. We were sharing the machine. I don't know what they're doing in Bulgaria. I don't know what they're doing. It's the same thing in Romania. It's the same thing in Serbia. The same thing in Albania. I don't know what these guys are doing. I'm telling you, they're not, I don't know what they're doing. Georgia, the same thing. I'm dodging. The dude he was a big guy. He could not do the same preacher curls as I was doing. I called him a comedian because his face was clearly struggling. He was like exhausted, exclaiming like, "Oh, this is hard." I thought he was joking. So I went to go look at the weight. And he put down the weight like 20 kilograms less than I was doing. I'm like, what are we doing? No, he adjusted. He adjusted everything, 87. He said, we're also drinking rakia in Albania. Well, we know. Oh, so you're from Albania. What part of Albania are you from? Dacia, I'm like, what is going on in Eastern Europe? I'm telling you, I don't know what they're doing over there. But remember, their culture, like this guy from Albania, these guys will sit down in a restaurant and drink coffee and smoke cigarettes all day, destroying their alveoli in their lungs, destroying their health. And remember, and it's all tradition. It's crazy. I couldn't. I'm telling you, I couldn't do it. Mis saludos, ¿cómo estás? Amaury Ruiz, ¿cómo estás? Estoy bien. In Tirana, we've met? Oh, have we? I don't remember. Where did we meet? I'm sorry. Where did we meet in Tirana? In a bar, you were live streaming. Really? I'm trying to remember which one. I'm trying to remember. Naturally, 87, I understand that. But he adjusted everything. He put the seat a little higher. Me and two others. Is it Enton Shiu? Is that him too? And then we had the long talk about politics. I think it's you. It must be, I think if it's with Enton, because I remember him. Hey, what's going on? CA, my friend. CA, was it, Mirman, yes? No, Mir Brahma, because it's night for you. Mir Brahma. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, that dude knows a lot. The most intellectual guys in Albania, I'm telling you. The most intellectual guys in Albania. He broke it down when it came to politics. Tienes que venir un día por Hilea. You have to come one day. ¿A dónde? ¿Qué es Hilea? ¿Dónde es eso? But yeah, I don't know what they were doing in Bulgaria. I'm telling you. They could swim though. They could swim. I'll tell you that. They could swim. But I don't know, in terms of weight lifting, I don't know, man. That was pretty good. I'm gonna now only get my steak from, maybe he was new to lifting. Oh, hell, come, Supreme, come on. The dude was giant, man. Oh, he lay in Miami, Florida. Yeah. No voy a viajar adentro de los Estados Unidos. I'm going to tell you that right now. We're not traveling in the United States. But yeah, Supreme. Yeah, maybe they can box too. Of course. That's good. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's different over there. It's different over there. But that's to say, like I said, Dajan, the gym over there is wild. In Bulgaria, it's wild. Since we have our guy from Albania here, I only went to the gym in Albania once, and no, twice actually. So I went to two different gyms. The first gym, it was in the building in Tirana with the mall. It was like this building. It was next to the, I'm trying to remember. It was in a mall. It was like on the top floor of a mall. I said, Supreme, I went up to, because we were sharing the machine. Ring Center, yes. I was like, there's no way you can't do this. That's not possible. I'm like, I was smaller than this guy. I'm telling you, he can do it. You know what I'm saying? But there's no way. And I don't even do preacher curls. You know, ir para algunos lugares en Estados Unidos, man. Absolutamente. Yeah, so I did that gym over there in Tirana, and it was nice. There was an old dude. He was wild. I'm gonna say it like this. That's probably the wildest guy I've seen in Albania because he was doing two plates. He was doing 2 plates of bench press. Is this old guy with his shirt tucked in, sheepdare to the bone. The guy is like this, and he was using because the bench press the benches they were taking up. So I just wanted to swap in with him, and he was doing a lot of reps, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, what's going on? And of course, we had a chat. He doesn't drink nor smoke. So, okay, that only makes sense. I'm like, that only makes sense. That's why he's doing this. I'm like, he's mad strong. I'm like, what's going on? That's probably the strongest dude I see. If it's like a famous one, people just go for show. Yes, that's true. There was a woman, I don't know, they had a personal trainer here in Albania, in Tirana. There was this woman. Because I remember when I came into the ring center, I guess that's what it's called. I went in, I did pull-ups, deadlifts, set, the superset 5 and 5, and then I went to do barbell squats, and then I went to do the bench press. I just went to do the essential stuff, and then dips, and then the chest flies, and then of course the bench press, and that's when I met the dude. But I don't know what the personal trainers were doing over there with the woman. I remember the woman is like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in Eastern Europe in the gyms, man. Anyway, needless to say, I thought it was fun, all in all. But these guys are just, I don't know what they're doing over there. He said, you left an impression he will tell his friend Americans are strong. Yeah, because what is it? We did that together, but then we did, I'm going to tell you something. So then I went to the sauna because I said, I'm going to go to the sauna. He's like, oh, me too. So we ended up going to the sauna. And there was it was him and then 2 other guys. And then they were speaking in the Bulgarski, like over and over. And I was just like, I'm there like trying to understand. And then the guy was like, do you need translation, brother? What is it that what did you think you heard? I was like, all I heard was Apple Watch, right? And then we went into this long conversation about buying meat the right way. He's like, what do you think as an American shopping at the supermarkets here? Have you gone to the supermarket? And of course, me, when I go to a new country, I'm always going to the supermarkets just to see what they got. And I was like, I thought it was interesting. I was like, they had a lot of seemingly high quality stuff. And he's like, yeah, you never want to buy meat from these places because a lot of it is bioengineered. And I was like, that's funny because they were saying the same thing when I was back in the United States. When I used to go to the gym in Sheepshead Bay, the guy was like, stop going to Aldi's and Lidl's buying meat because their meats are going to be bioengineered. He's like, you're better off going to a butcher, which is where I got that steak from, by the way. Went to a butcher, the Tashkent supermarket, which, remember, the Uzbeks, they do their meat very well, pause. He said, depends on, women take it more seriously sometimes. Yeah, they do. But not what I saw in Bulgaria. I don't know what they were doing over there. I'm not gonna lie, man. But yeah, you want to, you really, I don't know, ever since that conversation, we had a long conversation and it made me feel tired because we were in the sauna. Try having a conversation for like 10 minutes in a sauna. Yeah, it's going to knock you out. Even over there, they have to grow a lot of produce for the large populations. Yeah, but a lot of they get it like imported, you know what I mean? Especially Bulgaria because they're part of the EU. So they got access to the single market. He said, always go to a butcher. Yep, this is what I'm like doing for sure now. Just because the meat is cheap over here too. Like at that butcher. I paid $13 for that piece of meat. It is what it is. And it was a good piece, by the way. So yeah. yeah. Most of the food in Eastern Europe or Europe in general are gonna be like full-on food. You're not getting like plastic food. He said the food in Thailand is less organic. Really? Compared to Myanmar? I would think that because Thailand, like I feel like they have really like high quality food. It's cheap, but it's high quality because it's fresh. Dovidas, what's going on, man? Dovidas, welcome. But anyway, man, it was Yeah, that dodging. This is my sentiment. I guess that's wow. I guess you really got to pay attention to what you're eating. So, the more you know, man. The more you know. Much less pesticides and better for you. Yep, absolutely. Um, but yeah, this is what was going on in the gym in Bulgaria. In Serbia, like I said, I remember how many did I go to the how many times did I went to the gym once in Serbia, like literally just once in Serbia. But on that trip, because I was gone for like 2 weeks and change, I must have went to the gym like 4 times, 4 or 5 times. Um, I don't know what they were doing in Serbia too. I'm gonna be honest. They were tall guys. They're tall in Serbia, but I don't know what they were doing, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. I came in and did my leg day, and I was getting stared at because I start up with 225, then I go to 315, then I add more weight, and I keep it consistent for a couple sets. What's up, brother? What's going on, JD? JD, what's going on? I'm not gonna say he was saying it's fake food, but probably just grow it quickly with more efficiency, just get it out faster. Yeah, they have coconut trees, banana trees, and all that everywhere. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. That's why I would think that a lot of their food would be natural. But yeah, man. Why is your head shaped like a triangle? I don't know. I want you to think about a good answer to that question. Could be genetics. And most likely it's genetics. I mean, there's no way you could train your head to have a different shape than what it has. So I would attribute that to genetics. I was doing squats. Squats. They didn't have a lot of plates in there. I remember I was taking plate. I was asking questions. Hey, can I use this plate? Can I use this plate? And they're looking at me like, he going around asking for plates. He's not going to be able to squat that. He said, maybe you're a different species. No, I don't think so. Different species from Homo sapien, or I want to get to the heart of this conversation. I like proving these guys to be foolish. Reminds me of something that Dr. Sebi said before he died, that certain Asian foods not being natural. Yeah, like broccoli is not natural, but I mean it's a good source of vitamin C. So I think you should keep eating broccoli. If you don't want it, it's kale. He said you look like exactly like Benedict Cumberbatch. Cumberbatch, I think that's his name. That's his last name. No, I don't. I think he's a completely different phenotype. And I think his passion for acting is much higher than mine. Much, much higher. He's a really good actor. That's with most British actors. He is. I'm just playing. Let's see. So they thought 200 plus. They're not. I'm telling you, they don't. Men are not doing their legs. It was the same in Colombia. Men are not doing their legs. Men do not like to do leg exercises, which I don't understand because it's the best exercise for you. They're caught up in that level of doing chest and arms. And it's like, you remember, you want functional strength. You go to the gym for functional strength. You can go for aesthetics. You can go for whatever reason you want, but you want to go for functional strength. That's really why you go. And so if you're not doing legs, it's like, what are you even doing? You have to do legs like at least once a week. At least once a week. I don't know what these guys are doing. They don't like doing legs. They don't like doing legs. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what's going on in Japan with the gym. I know they have like a really expensive gym over there in Tokyo. Let's just look it up, because I remember they have like a super expensive gym over there. It has like a lot of amenities. Most people go for looks. It's true. And you're trying real hard not to read my comment. I don't know. You probably said a couple things that got it automatically blocked. I'm not trying hard to do anything. I actually want to speak to you because you have like a very interesting mindset. My head is shaped like a triangle. I'm of a different species. I know he's a troll, guys, but I'm just it's fun doing this type of stuff. Tokyo gyms. Let's check it out. They got some place. It's called Data Fitness. Yeah, it looks wild in there. Let me look at the website. Upper body is easy. That's why most people focus on it versus the harder body parts. Dead serious. You ignore my comment. He's a Saiyan, bro. Hello, guys. You have to train your legs. Okay, we're translating. Let's see this website. 24-hour gym. Oh, yeah, this gym is 24 hours too in Bulgaria. That gym was 24 hours. 5-minute walk from Roppongi. I forgot that's a neighborhood. They have saunas, massages. You can get clothes. Monthly membership is 25,000 yen. Hold on, let me see. How much is that? 158 USD. You going to Japan? That's the plan. That's the plan. We're going on in April. My sister and I are gonna go. It's gonna be fun as hell. And I'm hitting up this gym for sure. I gotta check this out. We gotta hit. By the way, Dajin, I was live streaming yesterday before I went off to work. There's some. I think it's only the United States where we're overpaying for mediocrity in gyms. There's some place in Kazakhstan, in Almaty, they have some crazy gym. Some crazy gym and sauna and spa center. I forgot how much it costed. It was nothing. That alone made me like feel so compelled to plan that trip even more sternly. Like I need to get to Central Asia. I really need to get to Central Asia. Kazakhstan is going to be a very, and what's the other one? Uzbekistan. I already know the food is going to be great. We're going to get all of our vitamins. We're getting all of our protein. We're going to be ready to go. I'm very excited for this trip. Very highly excited. I heard Kazakh people are some of the friendliest people ever. Yep. Yesterday, I had two people at the restaurant. Like, one guy was from Chechnya. The other guy was from Kazakhstan. I'm going to tell you how the conversation went. So they're speaking in this accent. First of all, it's the guy from Chechnya. He walking in like he owns the place. So I'm like, okay, he probably Albanian or something like that, right? Because he had the look and everything. But he had like this small standoffishness that didn't seem like it was Albanian. Because remember, these guys, like, you know, they carry themselves very differently. So I'm like, guys, where are we from at this table, right? He said, I met some in Ocean City, so I can attest to that. He said, no, bro. I'm telling you, he was walking in like he owned the place. And he had the same Albanian haircut, the Shqiptar haircut. I'm telling you. So I'm like waiting for him to say Albania. And he's like, no, I'm from Chechnya, brother. I'm like, oh, Russia, Vagavarish Paruski. He was like, whoa. He was, yo, he really flinched. He flinched at the table. He's like, yo, you speak Paruski? I'm like, nah, just a little Nimnyoska, right? He's like, no way, bro. Then his friend was like, oh, I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm like, oh, okay, you must be from Almaty, right? Because I guess most of you guys are from Almaty, or you relocated to Almaty after, you grew up in your various towns. Because that place, I don't know if you guys looked at the stans, like Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan on the map, but these lands it's so huge. It's huge. So I was like, yeah, you must be from Almaty. He's like, oh, so how do you know about Almaty? I'm like, remember, you guys, again, I gave him the argument. You guys don't exist in a parallel dimension to the third dimension. Almaty exists in the third dimension. Like your language, like Paruski. So literally anybody can learn it, right? As long as they exist and reside in the third dimension. Just like Albanian, just like Serbian, just like anything. He's like, yeah, but not a lot of people know about Kazakhstan. I was like, yeah, no, well, I know about it. I really want to go over there. He said, you be catfishing the ladies. No, I don't try to dupe anybody. Because at the end of the day, that stuff is not sustainable. And I don't think a lot of people think about that, by the way, when it comes to relationships. I think we think about ways on how to get the girl to talk to us and all this kind of stuff. And then we're acting like someone that's not us. And then that stuff is not sustainable over time. And also, if it's not sustainable to her, as in like she'll get older, time will pass and then she'll figure out who you really are. But to you, you're pretending to be someone that you're not. And then it's just going to make you feel uncomfortable because you're going to spend more time with them, you're going to like them, and then you want them to see the true you that you can't reveal, that you're afraid of revealing. That's the problem. He said, how do you know about the mom and stars? Huh? Wait, what, Supreme? How do you know about the mom and stars? What? Oh, the moon and stars. Okay, got it. It's like, remember, these things exist. Like, I remember I went to Georgia, hung out with this girl the other day, right? This girl, she's from Russia. I'm going to be honest, that's probably one of the most boring hangouts I ever went on. I'm going to be honest. Moon, yeah, I got that. He said, bro, it's not that deep. But it is. It is, though. It always is. There's always various levels. And the more you you subject yourself to only analyzing the surface level because other people will criticize you for looking beyond the surface, then you will never grow. But that's something that you'll have to figure out on your own, my friend. And I truly believe in you. I really do. I was with this girl. I went to this Georgian restaurant. It's like this chain, which is really good, by the way. I didn't expect it to be pretty good, but it's expensive. And she was boring. I'm gonna be honest. Like she's a sommelier. She drinks wine. She's not physical. She drinks a lot of wine. She got 3 cats. I'm like, and she's not really talkative. I'm like, we cooked in the United States. I'm like, we really cooked in the United States. No, man. Like, she just there drinking. Like, I promise you, this is how she was. No excitement. And this is what's going on in the United States. And she's from the Paruski land. No mames. Hold on, let me read. Georgia makes Georgia, the country, look like they never had communism. Right. He said I'm her male version. Hold on. Let me go around. Supreme, we got to answer this question. I met her because I worked at the Georgian restaurant, and she came in, and she seemed like she was like a little talkative then, but I don't know. I just don't know. Then we added each other on Instagram, and then when I went to Georgia the first time, she was like, "Oh, I can't believe you went to Georgia without me." I'm like, I don't know you. Then I went to another Georgian restaurant. She's like, "Oh, I can't believe you went to this Georgian restaurant without me." I'm like, you could just initiate plans. How about that? You could just do that. How about initiating plans? It's not going to hurt, right? Just initiate. What is so hard about doing that? That's another issue, by the way. That's a big issue. But anyway, then she came in one day and she's like, "Oh, I haven't seen you in a while." And I was like, "Yo, I went to Bulgaria." She's like, I saw your pictures on Instagram. I hope you had fun. It looked like you had a lot of fun." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, let's do something. When are you free?" She was like, "I'm free tomorrow." And then I was like, "Yo, let's go do Chama Mama," which is like this just Georgian restaurant chain. She was like, "Yeah." So we went, and she's just there. She got wines, man. She's just there. Like, I'm like, she's at the bar. I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry I was late," because I was like 8 minutes late. And it was generally my fault because I was live streaming with you guys. And no, I know, but you have to, when you initiate plans and then we make a plan and they're like, "Okay, yeah, I'll see about it," and then they never get back to you. It's like, come on. I understand that. I'm definitely I'm a go-getter. I make plans. So what was I gonna say? So I was 8 minutes late. She's sitting by the bar, and the bar is right next to the door. It was frigid, by the way. It's been frigid in La Ciudad de Nueva York. Let's just call it what it is. And she's like, "Oh, no, I want to sit by the bar." I'm like, "Okay, fair enough." So we're talking, and she's just not talkative. It's just like, I'm just like, what's going on? Right. And then finally, I couldn't take it anymore. So I'm just like, "Yo, we got to go to a table." I go to talk to the woman. I'm like, "Rogorka, go, shez laba erti magida for us too. Like, can I have a table for us too?" She was like, "How you speak Georgian?" I'm like, come on. I was like, I know you guys. I know you people. She's like, "Okay, we can seat you in the back, but you have to get up in like an hour and a half." I'm like, "Oh, that's fine." They had 184 covers that night, which was nuts. So we go to sit down in the back. No. She didn't want free food. Some women are just like that. Supreme, there wasn't an ulterior motive. I think she genuinely wanted to hang out, but they just lack in emotional capacity. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Look, it was the same with the Albanian woman too. But the thing is with her, the Albanian woman is a little delusional. I think she's like highly delusional. That's what I'm gonna say about her. I think she's highly delusional. I had to bring the effort all of the time. She does not want to reciprocate, not even in the slightest way. Beautiful woman, of course. You don't know Maloku, because the time I was in Albania, I was talking with her, but she was on this very, very detached tip. Like she don't want to. God forbid I challenge her a little bit, she would like shut down for days, like weeks almost. I'm telling you, then come back. Like it was the worst dynamic. I promise you. I don't wish that dynamic upon my worst enemy. Lucifer himself, I would not wish for that dynamic to befall him. I promise you. He would probably be an even worse scourge on humanity if he went through that dynamic with the goddamn Shitar woman. I'm telling you, telling you. That's one. Two, like it's like this is delusion with her. She has to be catered to. She doesn't have to reciprocate. She doesn't have to chase. She doesn't have to do anything. And then men are essentially the problem because I'm like, yo, telling you, your women get cooked when they come to the United States, Maloku, and that's just really what it is. I met her entire family. I went, by the way, dude, I went back to your country, by the way. I went to Georgia in September, and then after Georgia, I went to Albania. I was staying in Tirana, and then she has family in Berat. She has family in Durrës, and so I visited her family. I met her mom. Her mom actually lives in the United States with her. So I met her mom. Her mom is the only one that's not cooked. And her family. It's just her that's cooked. And that's natural because it's because she's young and she has options. And the types of options that that are not really. He says, does her face warrant that type of attention? Okay. Supreme, were you not on the live stream where I showed you pictures of her? And where's Dajin? Did he leave? I hope he didn't leave. Supreme, she's beautiful. I'm gonna show you her right now. Let's show you her right now. She's very good looking, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Her mom is a beautiful. I love her mom. Her mom is a very wonderful person. She saw Somer's value in two meetups. I told you this, didn't I, Supreme? Yeah, you were there. I told you that. Hold on. I'm looking for something that isn't explicit. And that's an okay picture. This one we came from the Thai restaurant. She's the one that's been putting Sombra through the ringer, man. I don't think I can show you guys this picture. She looks boring. She's all right. What's going on, XQ? Can I show you guys this picture? I guess. She's not intellectual. I'm going to tell you that right now. She's not academic. She's just very emotion driven and detached. Like most of the people from goddamn Maloku's land. Actually, that's not even true. She's just an anomaly. This chick is just, I don't know. This girl's an effing trip. Anyway. No, I get it. No, Maluka, you're absolutely correct. She did a lot for me. She is a very she's we just match. We connect very well. It's just that she's just incredibly emotionally unavailable. She's 33. She's like 1 year younger than I am. But looks definitely matter. Looks no, because it shows that you take care of yourself. We can't have the overweight in the Casa del Sombra. Absolutely not. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Seriously, because there's a self-esteem issue there usually. If you think about going to Turkey first before you go to Uzbekistan, since you have a lot of time to travel, I would try go back to the country you left, then just go to the next. That sounds like a good idea, but I don't know. Turkey is nice. Turkey is very interesting, I heard. Okay, what else is there? Oh. You're gonna keep your options open, keep meeting, you're fine, the one that's right. Absolutely, I agree. Oh yeah, this is when we went to Albania. I'm not saying you shouldn't care about yourself, but there's so much someone can do if they aren't. Uh, hmm. Yeah, it's Albania. Let me show you guys Albania. We're in your land, Maloku. She can be a good friend. No, I don't want to be friends with her. Absolutely not. I don't want to be friends with her. If we can't be together, I don't want to be friends with her. Supreme, this is for you, by the way. Maybe she should be ready in 2027. Oh, yeah, this is when she stayed over. Well, this is when we had a wonderful. I met her brother. This is when we had the conversation. This is when we had the conversation about, oh, someone was like, yo, Albanians have the best genetics. And I'm like, yo, y'all haven't produced an Olympic competitor in the last couple decades. What are we talking about? If you dated someone, you can't be friends later. Exactly. Malok, that's my point. I feel like it's like a disrespect almost. Because again, she just wants access to me without commitment or vulnerability on her end. That was the main issue. That was the main issue with her. It's like she wants to have access to me, but she doesn't want to be she doesn't want to be she doesn't want to be connected, like she doesn't want to be super vulnerable. And it's so funny. I told you this, Supreme. I told you guys this. When I met her mother, we introduced herself to the mom. The mom was like, after she met me, because she asked me a lot of questions. She was like, okay, so you travel. First of all, she doesn't speak, she only speaks Albanian, mostly Albanian. She speaks a little English, which even shows how great she is as a person, right? Because she always makes an attempt to see me. Every time I go over, because she lives with her mom. They live together. And every time I go to see her and the son, she's always coming out to come greet me. Oh, Sombra, how are you? See, what's going on? Shumir, you have always a big smile, da-da-da. And her mom is like, I told you, when I first met the mom, I'm telling you, and I don't know why she would tell me this, that her mom said this. She was like, oh, my mom asked if you smoked weed, and I told her no. And then she also asked, I told her that you don't drink or anything. And she's like, oh, that makes sense. That's why he just carries himself like that. He carries himself so well, and he speaks very kindly about a lot of things. He travels. Then she was like, oh, I like Sombra's legs. Like, he has strong calves. A lot of black people don't have strong calves. Like, right? And then she was like, hold on, give me 1 second. Um, what are these? Yo, I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Then she was like, what else did she say? Oh, does he have kids? Oh, he doesn't have kids. Oh, Sombra treats you like Sombra is such a great match for you. He treats you so well. All this stuff. I'm telling you, all this stuff. All this stuff. I like the way Sombra's body looks. You could tell he takes care of himself very well. All this stuff. I'm telling you, all of this stuff. She was so nice to me. Sombra, you need to try the baklava. I went to this Albanian, this Turkish market. You got to try it out. I'm telling you, she's very nice. I got her for Christmas. I got her a long card that I wrote in Albanian. Then she tells her daughter, "Oh, Sombra writes so well. He writes with such an evocative tone. All this stuff." The mom just wants to know. Who is this guy? What did he say? He said Zelensky has nothing on this guy. Goddamn. Holy crap! That mother effer goes way back. R.I.P. hairline. I couldn't care less about that. I couldn't care less. I couldn't. I really couldn't. I'm sorry, my friend. You didn't get the response you wanted, that you've been fishing for, because it seems like you're fishing very, very badly. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I really only care about just powering up in life. That's it. I really don't care. Like, we're going to Japan in April. We just came back from Eastern Europe. like I'm trying to find my pressing issue right now is to try to find a Michelin star Chinese restaurant in New York City. I couldn't care less about my hairline. I'm sorry. I really couldn't. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find something to do tonight, like a Michelin star Chinese restaurant. That's what I'm trying to find. I don't think that's impossible. I think it's very hard, but that's what I care about, my friend. So, yeah. He said she wanted you so bad to be her son-in-law. I'm going to tell you something too. We're gonna air out a lot of the business, right? She has a stepfather too. Her mother remarried. She has a lot of the father wasn't the best type of person, but the mother has a new husband. This guy, by the way, because she broke it down. She was like, "Oh, so let me see the pictures." When I came back from Bulgaria, she's like, "Oh, let me see the pictures." And she was like, "Oh my God, he went there." She was like, "Oh, him, he speaks Bulgarski, Macedonsky, Shqiptar, English." I'm like, "Oh, you picked a good one." I'm like, where do you be finding these men?" I'm like, he speaks mad languages. Right? So then I was just being silly, because the mom is so cool. We understand each other, but we understand each other even on a visceral level. And that's what I appreciate about her, because she's cool. The mom is like very cool. So then, what else? The Albanian girl, she doesn't like when the stepfather's around and I'm around or something, because she's like, I don't want him to know my business, this and that. But the guy is nice as well. He waves to me. He's like, "Sombra, how are you doing? How was Bulgaria? I used to live there for 15 years." He's I fit into every single part of this woman's life, but she's just like completely, I don't know, cuckoo. That's just really what it is. And yeah, the mom sounds like a really down to earth. She's really nice. And the son likes, her son, she has a son. The son likes me as well. Dad find out last. Yeah. The brother likes, because she has two brothers. Both of them like me very much. Her cousins like me. Just everybody. Everybody likes Sombra Del Piso, except she don't wanna go all in. And to be honest, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Right, this is 2026. Sombra Del Piso, and just me in general. I'm gonna stop referring to myself in third person. I'm just not gonna be chasing. I'm not gonna be begging for love or affection. I'm not doing that crap anymore. We have a different type of. We've always been living like a certain type of life, and I don't have to I'm not going to like readjust myself for this person that clearly doesn't want to, that don't want to be with me, like, but just wants to be around me. That's what it is, Supreme. And that's really what it is. That's really what it is. And that's really what it is. She'll have to deal with it. Dead serious. And that's what it is. It will find you when you don't expect to. Just live and be happy. And Loki, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I am no longer, this year, guys, I am no longer chasing unreciprocated relationships. We're not doing that. Like, let's just call it what it is. We had the dude coming in making fun of my hairline. And I don't even flex like that, but we are really living it up in life right now. Let's call it what it is. Cannot be fired from the Georgian restaurant. We working for the New York State. We making chicken. In a few months, we going to Asia. I mean, we ain't never touched down in Asia. We went to Albania, and the second time, the waitress recognized who I was. We chefed it up. I have spots, restaurant spots, and places to hang in different countries. We got it saved. We don't need to be begging for anything. Let's call it what it is. And let the physical stuff aside. That's the physical stuff aside. He said, speaking about women, I'm late to see my female friend. Talk to you later. Peace, see you later. Physical stuff aside, we're emotionally present. We've done the sexual discipline work, and we continue to do the sexual discipline work. And we're constantly present. We give, and we heal. We're good, man, and we listen. I'm good. We're not chasing any more unreciprocated relationships. Not anymore. We're not doing that anymore. We have moved on from that. We have moved on from that. Because I'm sure there are women out there, some with crazy talent that's not acting like this. You don't have to jump through hoops to try to prove yourself to. Like, hell no. We're not doing that. So, yeah. Yeah. That stuff is crazy, man. Anyway, so that's my 2 cents. Where's Dodgen? I think Dodgen left. I like men who do sexual discipline because you start to see a person, not a gender. Oh no, don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm attracted completely to women. To women. I like women. I am straight. 100% straight. You know what I mean? I am very, very healthy when it comes to that. But best believe I'm not looking at adult film content. Like, that stuff is a waste of time, a waste of mental energy. That stuff sticks with you. And that stuff is a psyop. That stuff is a psychological weapon. I'm not messing with adult film content. And it destroys real intimacy. You know what I mean? Which is generally unpredictable and immersive. Yeah, I'm good. We're good on that. So adult film content we're not going to go back to. At least not anytime soon. Never. So yeah, man. We were down bad. I'm telling you, with that Albanian girl, we're down bad. Because it was always on her terms. It's just always on her terms. Like, we can't. Like, she will never sacrifice. This woman is never vulnerable. Never vulnerable. She was vulnerable a couple times. I'm not gonna lie. She broke down in the house a lot of times. A lot. But we're not moving anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like we're not building. And if I remained in that situation, then nothing would have changed. I don't know about you, but I'm not sexually attracted to women that don't give me something emotionally. The thing is, it was intermittent, Maloku. And not saying you aren't straight, but I'm just saying sex is not what you're seeking, so you're not constantly hunting. No. You're absolutely right. I'm hunting for a Michelin star Chinese food restaurant in New York. I'm hunting. I got something to tell you, Maloku. Actually, you'll probably laugh at this a lot, at this story. But let me just finish up what he said. What I was saying before. It was intermittent emotion. With her, it was intermittent. Like she would show emotion sometimes, and then she would like close off, and then it was to get to where I was at with her in the state of the relationship. It took so much work. It took so much patience. This girl would not open up at all. God forbid I challenged her on dating, and she would just say, "I already told you no. Stop asking me that." And then she would stop talking to me for weeks. Like I'm telling you, man, I am telling you, it was so annoying getting to this point with this goddamn woman. I promise you, just for her to be like, now we actually speak. We used to speak every day. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, she was a nuisance. This girl. Did she have any bad experiences before? Maloku, let's talk about it. She was not many bad experiences, Maloku. Only that the fact that two of her exes cheated on her, by the way, one of which she has a kid with, and he was actively cheating on her. By the way, she let him back in her life, and then she cheated on him. And she doesn't have the best. She didn't have the best relationship with in her childhood with her parents. So. Yeah, that lends to a lot. She's a very avoidant type of woman. I'm telling you, this woman, Sombra del Piso, I thought that, I'm telling you, man, I came into a storm. This woman was cooked, is cooked. Telling you, I'm telling you, 100%, she is cooked. I exist in absolutes. With her, I worked with. She doesn't want to get hurt again. I've known her for a year and change, Maloku. I've proven to her. I remember in Albania, she was staying at the Airbnb in Tirana, and she being extremely careful. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Maloku, it's a long story with this girl. I'm telling you, it's a long story. It's a long story. I don't know if it's that, because I believe that too. I'm glad that you are telling this story. So many American men can see this. It's not just an American thing. That's serious. This story, first of all, I didn't even want, she ruined everything. Like, I didn't even want to talk to her. I didn't want to talk to her. And she came back, because I used to work for the city. Listen, long story short, Maloku, let's break it down. I used to work for the city as the assistant to the director of HR for this government branch, right, for the city. I met her at the end of my tenure, because I got terminated from the job. And I truly believe, remember, that's the only reason why I even worked that job, is only to meet her. I promise you, because after the events that followed put me on this whole tunnel of metamorphosis. Like I bent in ways I didn't even know I could bend. I saw things I didn't even know I could see, and I said things and felt things that I never even thought that were possible with this chick. I'm telling you. I ran into her literally. She was like, "Oh, I've never seen you before," and I was like, "Oh, what's good? Where are you from? Who are you?" She's like, "Oh, my name is this," and I was like, "Okay, my name is this," and I was like, I said, "Also, I remember you because you wrote me an email, right? Because I worked in HR, blah 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 blah, right?" So then she was talking to I found out all the news. She said, because in the beginning it was beautiful with her. She was communicating actively. We used to see each other. She came, this was before I lived in this apartment. She used to come, and it was fun. It was fun. It was very, very cool. It was just a completely different thing. And found out she was Albanian. I was like, oh, I had a couple of Albanian friends back in the day. And it was cool. It was cool. I'm telling you, it was flowing. I'm telling you, it was great. There was a lot of red flags that I did not pick up. I picked up on, but I ignored. The third time we went out, I was gonna never talk to her again because we were just asking questions back and forth, and she was just stale. And I'm just like, yo, this is corny. This is corny. She's just like an American woman. So then I wasn't gonna talk to her again, but then she texted me that night, oh, I should have kissed you, da da da. And then we escalated the situation. It was great. And then suddenly, I don't know, out of nowhere, it was like post 4 months. She isn't being careful. She's been friend zoned. The end. No, we slept with each other a lot, like a lot, like a lot, a lot. So that's not the issue. The thing is though, but it was just so much work in the beginning. I remember after 4 months of speaking with her, right? She didn't text. We were speaking every day, by the way, actively. She just stopped talking to me for 2 weeks out of nowhere. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, is there something I said? Like, what happened? And then I was like, is everything all right? You just stopped talking to me for 2 weeks. And she's like, oh no, I'm good. It's just that, I had a situation. So I believed her, right? And then the situation escalated. We were seeing each other intermittently. Sleeping with someone doesn't stop the friend zone. Men do it all the time. It's true. You're absolutely right. Which is what I learned too. But I wasn't in the friend zone in the point where I'm wishing to sleep with her, and it's just a completely one-sided relationship, which it is still. But I guess there's no difference really, right? But anyway, then I was like, oh, so what's going on with us? Like, are you trying to be in a relationship and this and that? She's like, oh, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. By the way, post 5 months of us like seeing each other all the time. And I never met her son. I never met her mother, all this kind of stuff. And so my mistake wasn't leaving then and there. I thought that I could change her, right? I thought that I could show up for her and things would change. That was my problem. That was the number one issue. If I went back in time, I would still do it, actually, because it accelerated a lot of changes, a lot of things that I wouldn't have realized if I didn't go through that stuff with her. So I appreciate it. Everything has to happen for a reason, right? So what happened? So I kept trying to show up for her. Like I kept trying. The relationship, like slowly, the dynamics slowly shifted. She's not talking to me every day. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was so crazy. I'm like, what happened? And then I kept asking her out. She didn't want to go out. And I don't know. I just kept pushing. I'm trying to remember. I kept pushing. I couldn't see. I said, oh, well, let's meet up at your house. Maybe I could I could have dinner with you, your mom, your son. She's like, I don't feel comfortable with that. I was like, oh, okay. Even after like us talking for 6 months. Okay, fair enough. And then Maloku, this is what I don't know if you're still on Maloku, but this is what happened. Then this is after Albania. This is after Serbia, and Hungary and Montenegro and Bosnia and all those places, Romania. Then I told her one time via text, I'm like, you're just being very, very selfish, all this kind of stuff. I really think that we should just admit that you just don't want to, you like me, but you're just being very like intermittent. You're pushed one time and then you pull and then you push, you pull. And then she's like, yeah, we won't talk then. And she's like, the problem with you is that you can't control your emotions, all that stuff. And it tore me up. I remember there was a lot of regulars on the live stream. I was cooked in that first. It was like last May this happened. And we didn't talk for 3 months. And I was going through this period. I remember days I would think about her, all this type of stuff. And like she didn't text at all, like, because we weren't talking. And then suddenly out of nowhere, do not ignore the red flags. And listen, this has taught me a lot. This whole situation has taught me a lot. Then the beginning of August, remember it was warm. We were going to this Russian Georgian spot, this club or cafe bar thing on the beach. Well, I remember we were enjoying ourselves. And then I got a text from her. She's like, oh, deflecting the whole thing, by the way. Not even acknowledging it, what happened between us. Oh, I hope you're well. How are you doing? Listen, I'm going to Albania in September. And I remember you were saying that there was a car rental spot that you that you went to that didn't cost a lot. So I just wanted to know if you could just tell me the spot. I hope your mom and sister are doing well. And I'm like, I was just so bugged. Eternal on this live stream, he was like, Sombra, I don't know if you should re-engage because she really messed you up the last time. And I was like, maybe she's changed, because I truly believe that she changed. I'm like, especially with how we ended the last time, like there was a lot of back and forth and all this stuff. And so I thought like the fact that she messaged me back was like a signal that she changed and she was actually trying to build. Maybe she realized something. And then, when we started talking again, I was like, yeah, we should go out, to eat. And then she was like, sure. And then she didn't talk for like that whole week. And then I had to remind her that we were going out. And then I don't know. Then we went out. Then she stayed over. And then we just started that whole intermittent thing again. And she was being a bit more consistent. She was like, she gave me a present for my birthday. We went out to the beach and all this kind of stuff. And then that's when I planned to go to Georgia, the country. And I was going to go to Georgia and then go to Portugal. And you don't have to be having this conversation 10 years from now. You don't want it. I don't. No, you're absolutely right. I think she just doesn't want something serious, or maybe the fact that she has a kid make her look for someone that can take care of him too. Maloko, it's not that. It's not. I'm telling you, I think she's just emotionally unavailable. I think that's just really what it is. I think that's really what it is. Because I'm going to tell you, Maloko, let me just tell you. I'm going to tell you the situation. So then she goes off to Albania. And then, I was preparing for my trip to Georgia. I was like, yo, I can't wait, man. I don't know what's going on in Tbilisi. I'm going to have some kinkali, some acharuli, kachapuri. I was so excited. Then I posted a picture on Instagram. And then she was like, she said something crazily sexually provocative to me. And I'm just like, that's wild. Then I was like, but remember, you're going to be in Albania for a month. And then she was like, oh, you should come to Albania. I was like, maybe you should come to Tbilisi. She's like, no, I have my son with me. It's better if you come over here. So I was like, let me just see. So I looked at prices and whatnot. And I was like, it's cheap. It's cheap to fly from Tbilisi to Tirana. So I was like, yeah, I guess I'll go. I'll have an Airbnb. You could just come stay with me. And she was like, oh, I can't believe you're really doing this. That's nice. Great. So we hung out in Albania. I met her cousins. Her cousins liked me, obviously. Her aunts and uncles liked me very much. I met her son. The son likes me very much. We had a lot of fun. And then at the end of the trip, like, I don't know, it was weird because like she doesn't like kissing in public. And so I tried to kiss her when I went to go drive to the airport, and then she didn't want me to, like she just stood there, just allowed me to kiss her. She didn't do anything back. So I was just like, it just like messed me up for the whole trip on the way to Portugal. And then we started talking again, and then she came back, and then I said, listen, I want to take you out on a date. Like I want to like actually try to be serious with you. And then she was like, well, listen, nothing's changed from the beginning. Like I'm still emotionally unavailable. I'm like, that sucks. And I should have just left it alone there. I really should have, but I didn't. Cause like the day before, I think I met her mom. Her mom really liked me. The son really liked me, and all this kind of stuff. And I messed up. I should have just walked away there. But I needed to go to the end of this dynamic, which is what I realized, to really figure out that like I can't do it. I couldn't stay with her because she's just intermittent. Like she's just very inconsistent. She doesn't reciprocate. Like she's so, I feel like she's just so strange, man. Like this chick is so strange. Like there was so many times since post Albania, we had so many fights. She was like, oh, I think that we shouldn't talk to each other anymore. All this kind of stuff. And then I was like, okay, I guess we won't talk to each other anymore. And then she then kept sending me stuff on Instagram, and I ignored her for a couple of days. And then she's like, oh, I want to see you again. And it's like, yo, this is what I realized. After dealing with her, and then what was it? There was another time we weren't supposed to talk, and then she just keeps reaching out and then making herself available, staying over. And like, it made me realize, like, some people are just really destroyed out there, and they don't have the energy to truly be self-reflective and try to fix themselves. Like, and give themselves the opportunity to try a relationship. Because I've always been there for her. I invited her mom and her what do you call it? I invited her when her cousin was over in the United States. I invited them all to my restaurant. They enjoyed it. They enjoyed it really well. The mom was calling me like a very honorable person, and she's like, "You're such a good person, like from your core." She didn't say it in English, obviously, but the daughter translated it. And I messed up. I'm telling you, and she just never wanted to. I don't know. She just never wanted to move on. Young Goat has said something wild. He said, men need to get out of the jackpot mentality. A jackpot mentality is treating a woman you're trying to be with like it's winning the lottery. Not everything is greener on the other side. You got to know your worth. And you're absolutely right. And let's talk. Now we're going to get on to the flexing side. Let's talk. You are absolutely right. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. There's a lot of men out there, 100%, that have not mastered semen retention. Sombra del Piso has went in that tunnel. He went in that darkness alone, that abyss, and came out with gems. I have mastered semen retention. We don't look at adult film content, pornography, none of any of that. I'm not interested in random hookups. I have my own place. We travel. We work hard. Like all, I guess I'm a little smart. I guess my IQ is probably a little over 50. I don't know. You know what I mean? We take care of our stuff. And so you are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct. You're absolutely right. We have to know our worth. If we don't know our worth, we're just going to keep getting taken advantage of. If you were fighting with each other much, if that's the case, then she's unfixable. That's not your fault. Yeah. I just couldn't. It's just me. It was hard for me to accept that, like, we did all this and she didn't want to do anything. You know what I mean? So that was my main thing. That was my main thing. But hey, like I said, there's a lot of talent out there. I'm sorry, Maloku. Maybe you don't want to hear this. There's a lot of talent in Serbia for sure. I don't deny it. I don't doubt it. Sorry, I don't doubt it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But again, this is 2026. We just spent $1,000 on a sheepskin jacket. We are not begging for love anymore. That's serious. We're not doing that anymore. That's serious. We're not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? We're not doing that anymore. We're just not doing that anymore. Yeah, we got to try to do something else in life. We're not begging for love anymore, guys. And I don't think anyone else should do that either. So that's the story, Maloku. I adored this girl very, very much. But in reality, I was just remaining and compromising, being the only one compromising in a situation where it was just one-sided. Really. She may have tried her best. She did say that she tried to, she tried to feel something for me or whatever, and she didn't. Even though, then I would ignore her and not like try to detach myself from her, and then she would just come running back, which she will do here, but it is what it is, man. I'm telling you. Shay, what's going on? We're back in the United States. We're planning the next trip. It's going to be fun. So yeah, Malokes, that's the situation. I was in April. I'm in NYC. All right, come through. Let's come visit Sombra del Piso. You can come to the restaurant. Yeah, man. So that's the situation. But like I said, we are no longer begging for love. It's a Georgian restaurant. I'm gonna email me on the what do you call it? sombradelpiso@gmail.com. Yeah, just move on, man. There's nothing you can do. 100%, Maloko. That's who we're on. I know there's a lot of talent for sure. Like I'm emotionally clear. I don't like to live in ambiguity. You know what I mean? And I certainly don't like being the only one putting something in. Like the mom, I'm sure the mom was like, wait a minute, so this guy went to Albania to come see you? Like the mom is the biggest cheerleader. She's the biggest person on my team. Dead serious. She's always like, oh, go over to Sombra's house. Go stay at Sombra's house. Go stay at his house. Go see him. Go out with him. I'll watch the sun. Go see Sombra. Go see him. She used to push it all. She pushes it all the time. Go see Sombra. Go see him. Haide Monit. Go to Sombra. Come listen. Go to Sombra. I'm telling you, the mom was on my team all the time. Go see him. Go out with him. Spend time with him. Like, the guy cares. The dude, like, let's just call it what it is. We went out to a lot of places together. We went to a lot of places together. Sombra del Piso's card has never declined. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. It has never declined. It did once, but that was because I don't know what happened. I think it was, I don't know. Their machines were fraudulent in Bulgaria. It was some fraudulent machine. I went to call them. They were like, oh, it's the machine's problem. We didn't block your card. I was like, oh, because I figured maybe I was overseas. The mother was really, like, the mom was really on my team. I'm telling you. The mom was really, go see Sombra. Go see him. After the dinner, I was like, yo, you should come over. You should come to my house. She was like, oh, no, it's fine. I can't. Then she texted me like an hour later, oh, my cousin and my mom is saying that I should go stay at your place. I'm like, so what do you want to do? I'm like, come stay. Come stay. I could take you out to breakfast tomorrow. We can do something. But you're right, Maloku. Again, I did too much. And now I'm telling you, 2026, yeah, we are not begging for love. Absolutely not. We are going to be begging for even a much stronger sense of financial independence. That's what I'm going to be begging for sure. And I don't even think I need to beg anyone for that. I think I just have to push it myself. But we're not doing that anymore. No more. No. No. Like, I'm not surviving this whole dynamic again. Like, this is corny. There's some very good looking women out there that's definitely emotionally present. They're not in abundance for sure. I believe they're definitely not in abundance. 100%. Women that go to the gym, that have been through a couple impetuses in life to know how to be humble and entertain solid presence and not be jaded, and not poisoned by the abundance mindset. Like, yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, they're not in abundance out here for sure. I know that for sure. But hey, listen, I think we're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We spent $1,000 on the sheepskin. You know what I mean? We're about to fly out to Shibuya, and we're about to do our thing over there. Right, later this year, we're trying to go to Central Asia. We're about to get lost in the one of the Paruski lands. Screw it, man. And then we're about to, no, I'm good, man. Dude, we're good, man. I'm telling you, we're all right. It's okay. It's okay. We tried our best. You said I had similar situations. I remember, Che, you were explaining it the other day. He said, nah, homie, you're a star already. Just hang in there. You're absolutely correct. We just spent a stack on the sheepskin. Stop playing games, man. He said, I'm jealous. When I come with you in Japan. Can I come with you in Japan? That would be cool. I'm going with my sister. It's going to be a birthday thing because her birthday's on the 7th of April. And so we're trying to do, we were meant to go to Japan a long time ago. But now we're going to go together. It's going to be fire. Yeah, I'm trying to do the Kazakhstan. Stop playing. Almaty is where it's at. Screw Eastern Europe. Almaty, I'm sure that's going to be where it's at. But yeah, that's really what it is. So that's the situation. What's expensive? Japan? No, it's not. And even so, I mean, who cares? What? Japan is expensive or Almaty? The ticket is, to Japan, it's like $900. That's fine. Round trip. That's okay. And you get checked-in luggage is included. That's fine. $900 is nothing. Like, that's fine. It's the Kazakhstan and whatnot is okay. Crystal, what's up? Brother, where do you live in the US? I live in New York. Emily, what's up? Welcome. Crystal! What's up, man? €1,000? That's a, why is it so much for you guys? Oh, because you got to travel a little farther. I get that, I guess. It's a little muggy outside, but I want to go outside, explore a little bit. I'm probably going to bring the camera. just so I can talk. Are you going to any of the hot springs in Japan? Yes. Oh, that's my favorite painting in the world. Nice. What kind of music do you listen to? Everything, really. Madeline, what's up? Hey, Madeline. Do you like riddles? Sure, tell me a riddle. Sombra, my NY brother, I miss you dearly. I miss you as well, Crystal. Thank you so much. I listen to like drum and bass, classical music, hip hop, pop, deep house, rock. I listen to everything. Yeah, man. So that's what's going on, man. And I implore you guys. I don't know. I used to be into K-pop years ago, but not anymore. There are 30 cows on the farm and 28 chickens. How many didn't? What if there are 30 cows? I don't know what that means. That's a very weird riddle. If there are 30 cows on a farm and 28 chickens, how many didn't? I don't know. What are you talking about? Didn't what? I don't know. I implore you guys, man. Never beg for love. Don't beg for love, man. Don't beg for it. Just walk away. If they're not meeting you where you are, especially, and look at it from an objective sense, in an objective way. Like you're pushing everything. It's like it can't last. It can't last. So they're solid. I'm telling you, there are solid women out here. They go to the gym, curvy, svelte, and they have interest. They want to just support you. So yeah, don't stop settling, man. That's serious. And you know what? I need to hear that more than ever. So, who did you listen to in K-pop? G-Dragon, Top, 21, M Black. Parthenogenesis explains everything. What's up, Miss Flame of Virgo? That's the hardest thing I have to do, leave, but it was the best decision. So that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I've done. So better a painful end than an endless pain. That's serious. So yeah, that's what I believe. Remember, it's the beginning of the year. I'm sure. I mean, who knows? Maybe nothing's gonna happen this year. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of things have already changed this year. Like Maloko, we traveled all over Eastern Europe. We have a new apartment here. We have 2 jobs. You know, if you had to give your younger self a piece of advice, what would it be? Exactly what Young Goat said. You are worthy. You have know your worth. You are worthy. A lot of people just don't value authenticity, especially when given out without boundary, because it's constantly available. They're always going to take it for granted. It's only until it's gone when they start missing it and they value you. They'll show you your value, but by then it's already too late. I think that for a while, I don't know, maybe it's something that came from my childhood, but I always felt like I had to prove myself in all environments. I always felt like I wasn't good enough. But in fact, I'm like the best person in the room. Straight up. Always have been. But I walked around like I wasn't. And so I was treated as how I treated myself. And that's the problem. I think I would tell my younger self that we're good enough. And if people don't want to accept that, then we just walk away because we're good alone. We could make our own stuff. And that's the power. That's the power about being a creator. That's the power about being creative. Like you can do whatever it is that you want. You can create worlds that people will join. Like this one, like YouTube. Like this is a world. I created it from scratch. I suffered doing this stuff. People can't do this. People clock into 9 to 5s usually, and they live their lives basic. They follow trends, and that's what they do. I don't do that. Never have done that. And that's my problem. And I think that's why I believe that there's a God. You know what I mean? Of course, for many various other reasons. But I just think that I needed to learn, I needed to eventually come to this point. I can't be like told this. I had to have come to this conclusion. You know? I always felt like I wasn't good enough. Always. That's a thing with me. I always felt like I wasn't good enough. I had to prove myself. I had to do this. I had to. I'll show them. Like with the girl, I kept like if I keep showing up and I keep doing this and I keep. You know what I mean? I keep. Then eventually, I think she'll have to and that's just not how it works. People are gonna like, and that's what I realized too. It's like people are just gonna like you. Like the real ones are gonna like you for who you are. Straight up. So, I don't know. I've been fighting with myself for so long, man. I fought with myself for so long. Maybe it's a childhood thing. Like I was in an environment where I had to prove myself, um, so I can get love or something. I always felt like I had to fight for love, and I'm always proving myself. Like prove myself. Always trying to prove myself. Always trying to prove myself. Sometimes women like you more if you try less. It's true. I mean, I wasn't trying at all in the beginning, but then I liked her, and I thought that that's how it worked. Because all my other relationships happened like that too. It's just that she just showed me my relationships. My other ones pointed to a flaw that I had within myself. That I settled a lot, and I never really chose myself. I always was giving to the other person. The other person always had to like me. I had to make them like me. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy. You don't have to travel to where everybody travels to because it's a fun destination spot on Google reviews just to feel accepted. Like you don't have to do that. You never have to do that. You know what I mean? Straight up, like I just got my balls and I got my word, man. That's it. That's all I got. And I'm happy with that. I don't have to prove a damn thing to anybody. I don't have to I don't have to do a damn thing. Straight up. So seriously. I'm always like stretching myself thin trying to bring people together, like bring people to understand me, like see where I'm coming from. It's like this is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm saying. This is what I meant. Like this, I promise you, this is no. I don't have to do that. So yep. So that's my 2 cents on the whole thing. I always was myself, but it's just that I just tried so hard, you know. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, man. Ooh, that was a good throw. Anyway, that's that. It's like 3 o'clock here. I do want to go outside. I'm gonna see what's up. I should do some editing. She said late night deep talk. Oh yeah, for you because you're in Germany. But yeah, man. That's at least this is what I'm gonna try to push in 2026. Like no more favors. I'm not trying to go out of my way to help someone or convince someone to see like no. No, it's not snowing anymore over here. Yeah, I'm not doing that stuff anymore. It's just it's just exhausting. Seriously. And it's just not worth it. So, and if that means that I'll be by myself for the rest of my life, then so be it. I already came to a conclusion. Like look at what I speak about on YouTube. You know, I travel, I have my little burger and whatnot. I go to the gym. I have like a little regular life. I'm social, but at the same time, I entertain the fact that, yeah, we're never gonna be I'm never gonna join Freemasons. I'm never gonna join a secret society. I think they're dumb. People are dumb for doing that type of stuff, and we're gonna still just rise mentally, spiritually. Yeah, I don't like. You know, I'm a little peculiar, man. So I already came to the conclusion that I'm probably not going to start a family in this lifetime. Probably not. I would like to. It'd be great. It'd be cool. But I don't think that it's in the cards for me, for sure. And I just have to accept that, really. I said this already. It's funny. It's like I'm coming full circle. Dude, there's no way you're going to be by yourself for the rest. I think so. I mean, we'll have relationships here and there, but I don't think, like, I've never in my life had like a writer, like a woman that was just like, that's with, like, understood my jokes, like, that was just with me, like, that just came with me, that, like, in the heat of battle, like, she was there. Yeah, Sombra is this, and I'm gonna stand with him. Never had that. Never had that. So I'm just like, this is pattern recognition. I'm just like, this, I don't think that's gonna happen to me, not in this lifetime. Because I don't know, I have like a lot of mental strength, you know, and I don't know, I don't know. I doubt that's gonna happen. I doubt that's gonna happen. I truly doubt it, because people like this don't exist. Like, seriously, they really don't exist. Seriously, man, that's serious. It's okay, you're a soul. Do you know Jesus Christ is God? No, you will find your suitable partner in a completely unexpected moment. Believe me, God works in the most mysterious ways. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Someone said, grow up, buddy. Ouch. I'm grown up. I'm going to take care of my bills. Travel. Do what I want, really. I think I'm pretty grown up. Clean the house. I have, like, cleaning schedules. Laundry schedules. I'm grown up. You know what I mean? He said, I disagree with you 100%. We'll see what happens. I'm telling you, man. XQ, I'm telling you, I don't think I'm going to meet that person. Not in this lifetime. I don't think so. It just doesn't happen like that. Like, I'm telling you, for my entire life, no one's ever, like, stood with me. You know what I mean? Against, like, it was always me against a group. And no one's ever stood with me. Ever. So I don't think it's suddenly going to happen just because I had, like, a sort of strike of conscience. And, you know, I've learned to, you know, keep my energy stable. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. I promise you. Trust me, trust me. I don't think I'm going to start a family in this lifetime. Not this time around. I would have to get nerfed, probably, like, next life. I'd probably have to get nerfed. Like, let's not make him realize too much. And then, you know, I'll be able to be cool and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, either you haven't dated, I've dated a lot. Trust me, I've been around. It's just that, you know, in a good way. But he said, bro, you're already nerfed. You got to go to Turkey, get that hairline fixed. He said, bro, you already nerfed. What are you talking about? That's a good one. You see? That's a pretty funny one. Yeah. But yeah, XQ, I don't know, man. I truly doubt it, man. We're going to see. Telling you, man. We shall see. But I truly doubt it. Anyway, man, it's getting late. I got to, I want to go out, man. I want to go out. I've been trying to, let me see. I've been trying to find this Michelin star Chinese restaurant. All right, let's look at ChatGPT. Let's look it up. Are there any Michelin star Chinese food restaurants in New York? This is where we head into today. Our bowl. It's time, my brother. So this place is called Ying Tao. Let's check it out. In Hell's Kitchen. Let's check that out. Let's look at the menu. Ying Tao. Wow. Is it gonna have fried rice? It's closed today? Oh, of course you gotta make reservations. Oops. Forget the Chinese, go to the Korean restaurants. Okay, they got what do they have? It's $165 for the tasting menu. But then you got a drink too, and I'm like, I don't want a drink. All right, it's actually super fancy, so they don't really have what I'm looking for. Okay, Cafe China. Let's check that out. Cafe China. That's on 37th Street. It's open today. It has, let's look at the menu. Yes, look at that. The white has a Sauvignon Blanc, which is from New Zealand. They have a Pinot Noir. Corny. Who's still drinking? Why are people still drinking in 2026, man? It's like so bad for you. All right, let's look at the food. We got classic cocktails, a Negroni. That's cool. Old fashioned. Interesting. Okay, let us now look. They got all this alcohol in the beginning. Homemade plum juice. I want to try that. Lime iced tea. Cold appetizers. Smoked tofu. They got crispy eel. 5-spice beef. They have pig ears. Ugh. Mouth-watering chicken. And you got me there. This looks good, actually. This looks like a good spot. Does that have fried rice? That's really what I'm looking for. Dan noodles. Okay, entree. Here we go. They got lobster, horrible. Lobster again. Shrimp, horrible. Crab, horrible. Fish, not bad. Fish, not bad. Fish, okay. Duck, nice. Pork. Ugh. They got a spicy cumin lamb. That sounds interesting. Wow, this place has an extensive menu. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, here we go. Fried rice. And this is what Somewhere Del Pizza was looking for. Purple rice. My mom would love that. Okay, this place looks fire. I think this is the place to go. Let's check it out. I'm gonna save this. Hold on, can I save? Let me go on Google Maps, because Google Maps is way better than Apple Maps. Okay, let me save this. Favorites. Okay, what else was, you seem like a wholesome dude. I ain't too bad, man. I ain't too bad. Nanshang Soup Dumplings, Koreatown. I think I saw that. Shelly, Manhattan. No, I want to go actually to 37th Street. I feel like going over there. Okay, all right. Anyway, guys, it was lovely while it lasted. It was lovely while it lasted. Oh, you're flying to West Africa for 5 weeks. That's fire. Africa is on the list. Maybe that's going to be maybe later this year. Who knows? But yeah, guys, we're going to get the F up out of here. We have to get dressed. And I got to take the garbage out, actually. That's like something. I'm going to do that now. I got to do that now. Guys, I love you all. Don't let this place get you down. Remember, and choose yourself first. Choose yourself. No one's going to do the choosing for you. And God, please, when you start choosing other people more than you choose yourself, you're going to grow to resent yourself and the person. That is the truth. And you don't want to ever do that. I'm telling you guys from experience. Well, I don't resent myself. Listen, we doing well, man. We about to go to Japan again. We're making chicken. We live by ourselves. Got no kids at 34. We ready to go. We winning. And our mental health is solid. I think I'm gonna wear, and I bought 2 new shoes. I didn't even tell you guys. We bought 2 new pairs of sneakers. I got these Golden Goose shoes. Fire. That's gonna definitely be the spring wear and summer. We're wearing that with everything. I'm getting an excessive amount of chino pants with a crazy break. The crazy break is coming all the way up to my goddamn knees. I'm gonna look like Doflamingo during the summer. I'm not even playing. Oh, show us. Okay, I got you right now. So I bought 2 new pairs of shoes. I bought one from Rag & Bone, and I bought another from Golden Goose. Let me show you guys. I'm telling you, don't be jealous, man. Don't be hating. Don't be hating. Let me check it out. Let's. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Rag & Bone. Here we go. I'm not gonna show you guys the goddamn thing because you weirdos might try to have it redirected to your house. All right, here we go. So this is one of the pairs of shoes I got. I like these. These are very nice. You could wear them, you could like loosen up the tops a little bit. Wear it with a nice brown herringbone chino pants. Stop playing with the break. Hoo-hoo. And then of course something black or maybe something gray or maybe something yellow because yellow is nice. Yellow is really nice. But you don't want to look like one of them like those fruitcakes from like Chelsea, man. Like, so you got to be careful with how you wear these. So this is one. That's one, guys. Let me show you the other pair of shoes I got. Where is it? Where are you? This one I'm the most excited about because this is super versatile. The next what do you call it? This pair. Oh, it's coming. Where is it? Where are you? It's another Golden Goose shoe. There it is. Okay, here we go. Hold on, let me pull it up, guys. Let me pull it up. The update on the Chow, it's like someplace in Midtown Manhattan. I'm gonna go check it out. I mean, not now, you know, I'm just gonna hang out a little bit, walk around, and then probably take a long train ride up there. Stop playing. These are the other pair of shoes. These are so nice. These are really nice. You could wear them with like anything. These are super nice. I like these a lot. These are so nice. Man, they actually go for $600, but I got them for a deal. They go for like $600. Yeah, good choice. I really like those. So that's gonna be my summer, my little spring summer shoes. Somber del piso ready to go. Anyway, guys, let me get the hell out of here. I have to really get ready. So, guys, I love you all. Remember to choose yourselves. I'm telling you, choose yourselves even when the world doesn't want you to choose yourself. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. I'm telling you. And stop overstretching. I'm telling you, like it's just gonna hurt you in the long run. So, yeah, peace. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Stay radiant.